Walk with me for a second. Let's walk and talk for a second. I mean, I'm driving, but we hear things cross our ear, and if you're a thinker, you think of other things, like certain thoughts provoke other thoughts. And as I'm thinking or listening, I heard something that made me have a thought, think of some other things. And my man Torre was interviewing Deontay Cal, who's an emerging podcaster who I actually enjoy. I don't know, it's weird because I don't know why. I wasn't digging it at first, but I kept tuning in for some reason. And then as I figured out why I was tuning in, and he even said that he's very passionate and he's actually very authentic. And he just happened to say something in the interview that really just got my attention. And my afterthought was, one of the things he said was like, I genuinely care about our people. And my mind got to racing. And I'm thinking like, that's, which a lot of us do, but there's a lot of our people, and I think this is one of the things that holds our people back. A lot of people just don't care. And that's another topic. But we'll touch on it though. And what I thought of, because I insert myself in a situation or in the thought, and I don't really like this about myself, and it's just something I've done. And then I don't think it's nothing major, but it made me think of care. So I don't smoke around my kids. Like, I just don't. Like, if we in public, if we out and about, picnics down, we out at a park, it's an open area, my son has seen me, my kids have seen me smoking. If we go to my bro's crib, we normally congregate in the garage. They don't come out there and sit around us. They might pop out, say something, laugh, but normally the garage door is open. One of the doors is open, it's ventilated, where we're not just sitting smoking around our children. So when I'm around other people, and they have their children around, I'm normally operating with the same outlook. I'm not about to light up. Unless the environment doesn't call for me not to. If I'm on my homie's crib or if I'm at any environment, of course I'm not going to be like, oh, let me roll up. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to read the room. If ain't no smoke in the air, then we ain't going to be the one to initiate it. And that's everywhere. I'm talking about even in clubs and bars that we go to. Sometimes we go to clubs strictly because we can smoke in it. Or they have a designated area where we can smoke. So I read the room in all things. But what I'm saying is, if I come over to your home and you have children in your home and you are smoking, that kind of gives me the green light. It's cool to smoke in here around the kids, even though I'm not a fan of it. So my original point is care. If you don't care, I don't really care. And it's not that I don't care, that I'm not concerned, that I think it's right. None of that. It's just that if I come in your home and you don't care, I don't care. So even to the point where if I come in your crib and your crib is extremely immaculate, tidy, neat, in order, in place, normally, me personally, I'm gonna read the room. I'm gonna move accordingly in your establishment. On the flip side, if I come over to your crib and it's a mess, and you have no concern for it, and I see you smoking cigarettes and all type of stuff and drinking around your children, you dumping the ashes on your floor and flicking them anywhere, you spilling the stuff and not picking it up, I ain't saying I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna follow suit because I just carry myself a little more respectable than that. But I'm gonna kind of not care. If I see you not caring about your own shit, what would make me care? If you disrespecting it, not saying I'm a disrespected because this is yours, and I wouldn't do that just period. But what it definitely lowers the level of respect I have for your shit because you don't have no respect for your shit, right? So let's shift that. Every day it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let's shift that. If I'm any other national, I'm not going to just use Caucasian. I'm going to use any other nationality. And I see a group of people who don't give a fuck. From what I see, what's been poured on me through media, what I've seen, maybe what I've also experienced personally. If you don't care about you and your situation and your people and your elevation and your ascension and your growth and your progress in society, why would I care? If you don't care about you, why would I care about you? And let's take it off of race and ethnicity. If I'm a man, and let's say I'm a master manipulator, game runner, right? If I find a woman, they say that women with low self-esteem, it's a little different, but if you see a woman don't care about herself, like, first of all, to me, that's super unattractive, me personally. But if I was a man on the hunt for something specific and I see a woman don't really care about herself all like that, no low confidence, ain't got no emotion, unhappy with herself, unhappy with her life, not in a good space, if she don't care, why would I? So, one thing that's been on my mind heavy, and back to the original point, and I said it's another topic, is care. It's care. I hear it all the time, and I don't give a fuck. I hear it's so heavy in rotation right now. We even got saying I give 0 fucks. And I me personally, I think that's where the problem lies, bruh. I think that is the main issue. The difference, when we talk generationals, we're talking about generation, the difference in generations. The generation previous to us, I'm talking about 70s. That 50, 60, 70s, and even before then. But them 50, 60, 70s, you know what they had over us that we ain't really pick up and carry the torch on? They cared. They genuinely gave a fuck about the progression, advancement of our people. The NAACP had advancement of colored people in it. Some of these kids don't even know what the NAACP is or was, because it's not in heavy rotation on social media, because this is where we at. We right here. A lot of people ain't doing the groundwork, but it is a lot of people that are. There are a lot of people who care, and salute to them. But it's a very low percentage of people who are really out here putting their feet to this pavement, really trying to make a difference in our community. And it's hard because, man, if I don't care, what you gonna do to make me care? If I've been kind of raised not to care, taught not to care, my life has been going a certain way because I ain't never get, man, come on, bro. And a lot of times it be experiences that people have that turn them off on life and people. They done got done dirty by their best friend. They got done dirty by by their parents, they done got done dirty by a sibling, they done got done dirty by society, they co-worker, they boss, man. Everybody done got something done wrong to them, man. So everybody's trust factor is super low, especially us, based on history. We are. I think it's the fact that we know that we have been done the dirtiest. And at some point you stop caring. And it all comes down to mental, man. It's all mental. I know for a fact that we got our heads straight, if we got our heads in the right place, and we just got a lot more people to care, to like really give a fuck about the progression of our people, our community, and even, I mean, it got to start with you. You got to care about yourself. You got to care about getting better yourself. If you think you straight and everything cool and you ain't got no issues, but knowing you got toxic relationships, knowing you beefing every other week with a sibling or a relative, or you and your mom ain't speaking, because like, come on, man, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that we just lose out on, like the most important pieces of life, that joy, that's things that bring us joy and happiness, and we can't fully enjoy it, man, because we worried about so much other stuff. But I really believe if we just locked in and just focus on being the best version of ourselves we could be, I know for a fact our children will benefit, our household will benefit, our families will benefit, our businesses will benefit, our jobs will benefit, or whatever we do for a living, it'll get better. Our performance will become better. We'll become healthier individuals, physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, and most important, spiritually. Just like, what's stopping you from becoming the best version of yourself? Like, don't you want to experience that before you check up out of here? Like, do you think you've peaked? Do you think you've hit? Do you think you've already been the best you could ever be? Whether it be age, physical capability, or whatever the case may be, do you feel you've reached your peak? Me personally, man, I've lived a beautiful life. I've done some great things, but man, I mean, long as I'm living, man, I think there's more. I think I'm still here because God still has more places and people for me to touch. But you know what's the difference? What separates me from a lot of people that I know? I care. I mean, of course, I'm human. There are some things I give zero fucks about, but those are like low-hanging stuff, like stuff that I don't need, like no one really needs. That stuff that's high up on the tree, oh no, I care about up there because it's important. And I know that climb is different. I know sometimes we get lazy, like, man, I don't feel like climbing that tree for that fruit, man. I got some right here. Man, that's the worst fruit you can have. It ain't hit, the sun ain't hitting it correctly. It ain't getting all the sunlight it need. It got toxins in it. It ain't healthy, and you eating it because it's right there. You can just grab. You can almost lay down and just grab. Where the niggas that want to see what's up top? That want to go ahead and hit these branches and get up there and see what that one fruit tastes like. That the sun been blazing on it, right? Pure, clean. It's going to energize you. And what type nigga, while you up there, going to grab a few more oranges and bring them down? The thing is, man, I might only have enough for the ones that's on their ascension and on their way up. By the time I get back down to catch my breath before I make another climb, I might not have none of this healthy fruit from the top for you niggas that's been laying on the ground. If you cared enough, you'd have helped me get up here a little bit faster. You know what I mean? But whole nother story. But again, my point, man, I think once we get back to caring, like really genuinely caring about our future as a ethnicity, as a race, I hate that word, as a people, I think we'll see some change, man. And I don't know, maybe, and I think I can see it in my lifetime. I ain't one of them. Oh, I may not see it in by the time I check up. Nah, bro. We could change the moment. The momentum has been changing, but I think if we really put our heads down and locked in, bro, we could change this in a matter of years. In a matter of years, at least certain things. At least we'll be on the right track, or we going in the other direction if we really locked in. That's just the power we got. We see what we do around the world, the amazing things we do on a daily basis. And to me, I'm like, why don't everybody think, why don't everybody know if we locked in together and that energy was collected and gathered and put in one location, the shit we could do. And I ain't talking about just no money, man. That shit is fiscal. I'm talking about like real movement, where every day you putting forth energy towards something bigger than yourself that ain't really got nothing to do with you personally, but everything to do with you personally. If that makes sense. You're doing something for people that you don't even know. But the energy that you give into the world every single day for at least 1 or 2 hours, whether it's just learning AI for an hour and then figuring out how to implement that into a system that can help the people around you. Like things like that, like thinkers, bro. We got to get back to thinking, but you can't get nowhere near on that level or plane if you don't give a fuck. You waiting on the next. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with enjoying life. Listen, man, we all got things we love and we enjoy, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being entertained. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a little hour to yourself to just relax and chill, man. I get it all. It's what you're doing with the time that you really need to be productive and performing and efficient. If you spending all your time on some bullshit, you on some bullshit, bro. You can't help nobody. I don't want to know what happened in the movie if I see we losing in this area over here, bro. We losing in this area over here, whether it be technology, whether it be finance, whether it be farming, whatever the case may be, we are behind. And you worried about a new movie that's coming out. We can get to that movie. We can critique it and all that stuff. We can watch it together. But first, let's spend a couple hours over here. So if I know if I spent a couple hours over here doing something positive, I don't mind. I can enjoy that hour of chill and not do nothing a little later on in the evening if I know I done put in 2 to 4 hours of work that I know has progressed my family, my household, or my people around me, my camp. I don't know, man. I just think we should care more. I just think we should care a whole lot more. And I think if we cared, matter of fact, I know if we cared a whole lot more, things would be a whole lot better in our life individually and as a people and as a nation, if we want to take it all the way there. But I was just talking to my people. But thanks for tuning in, man. You know the motto, man. Get up, get dressed, go be great.